I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP.
Well, I reached the top and I had to stop, and that's what's bothering me.
Yeah,
I
baby.
want to be a man cub,
and
roll
right into town. Be like, just like the other men, I'm tired of monkeying around. Oh, ooby-doo. Oh, you don't know the rest of it?
No.
Oh, see, kids will do that to you at any time.
They'll just go right into it.
I always I'll start singing a song. I'm like, where did that song come from? And I realize, oh, I've got children, and it's a Disney.
It's a Disney song from way back, which has probably been canceled since then.
It could have been. Howdy, y'all. I'm Mr. Holga,
and I'm Todd Puckett,
and this is Don's Used Photo Equipment
and Song
Emporium. Yes, we're doing a fine job of singing about it. Well, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today.
Yes,
some really cool stuff. And you know what?
May not take long to talk about it, but we got a lot of stuff.
Well, which is nice.
Yeah.
We have a little this and a little that.
Yeah.
Actually, we have, we have an exciting weekend coming up. Put a pin in it. I've got a surprise camera.
Ooh.
Right. We're going to talk about some developing stuff.
Yeah.
But I thought first, because we had such a fun time talking about articles before. This one just recently hit.
Yes.
And this one is near and dear to everybody's heart here. Just recently. Now, this is an article from PetaPixel. Mind you, I've seen it in several other places, so I'm quoting my source. Versions of it. Quoting my source here. PetaPixel article is Fujifilm's new Fujicolor 200 looks to be Kodak Gold 200 in disguise. In disguise. Can you imagine?
No, I can't.
First of all, right off the bat, you know what I'm thinking of? New Coke. New Coke. And now, we're old enough to understand New Coke, and way back when...
The disaster that it was.
The disaster was. Because New Coke... Well, actually, Coca-Cola said, how could we take more Pepsi drinkers away from Pepsi? I know. Let's make our drink taste exactly like theirs. And so
we'll call it new.
They upped the sweetness.
Oh, my God, yeah.
And they called it New Coke. And I hated it.
A lot of people did.
Oh, it was horrible.
I did.
And I don't think it lasted a year. I don't. But they did really try to make New Coke last. I was, as a matter of fact, I think I started drinking RC Cola. I said, this is so bad, I'm no longer drinking Coke.
That was just still, I stuck with Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, yeah.
I could never, Pepsi was always way too sweet for my taste.
But Fujifilm, Fujicolor 200 looks like Kodak Gold. Now, the main reason...
Reach over and grab that 200 one right there. There you go.
The main reason for this article saying they look the same, and if you guys go check out the article, which we'll tell you what, we're going to throw a link in the description below. Yes. The main reason...
Does anybody go to the descriptions below and look at it?
They should. Go to the description. Hey, I tell you what, put a comment in the descriptions below. Let us know if you go to
Yes. Please, let us know you're live out there.
The main reason, if you look at it, the graphs between the Fujifilm and the Kodak Gold are practically the identical drawing.
Well, they're not practical.
They are the same drawing. They're the same drawing. They've got the same... they've got the same blues, the same greens, and the same red sensitivities.
And they peak and dip and everything at the exact same place.
Now, you had already told me, because I think a little bluebird had already told you, that the 200 wasn't going to be Superior anymore, right?
They're dropping the name Superior on it.
And so they were making some changes anyway.
Making some changes. Now, okay, but let's go. First of all, I just want to, like, everything that has to go into that bridge to get you from here to there.
Okay. All right. Buckle up.
Buckle up. So, Fuji, this is the bridge that they go over. Yeah. Is saying that Kodak is taking their products, putting it to the back burner.
Okay.
Creating and making film for their competitor.
Wait. So Kodak doesn't have enough time to make their own film,
but they'll make.
But yet they have plenty of time to go make Fuji's film for Fuji. For Fuji.
So that Fuji can then come out before Kodak can.
That's a fantastic company.
With their film. So they're sitting going, no, we're going to put Kodak on the back burner, and we're going to help Fuji out and make all their film for them, and then we'll let them have a few months run at it, and then we'll come out and make our film.
Right.
Seriously, people?
So, wait a second.
Seriously.
Maybe we should concentrate on getting Kodak film out there and making more money for ourselves.
Was actually part of some of the discussions.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Kodak should just make their own film first. It's like
that's I didn't hear that one. That is hilarious.
And it's like maybe they are, and maybe someone else is wrong. So the whole concept that Kodak's putting their whole company on back burner to help Fuji out. That's the bridge you had to cross over to get to that concept.
Right.
So anyway, let's go back. First of all, what really kind of, I guess, changed things is that Fuji said, we're just going to call our new, they listed as a new film.
Right.
And say it's going to be Fuji 200. Well,
like Kodak Gold 200?
Like Kodak.
But without the gold.
Yeah,
but just gold. Fuji 200.
Exactly. And so they're sitting there going, oh, they're taking the place of C200. They're wiping out everywhere where everybody jumped was just hilarious to watch. Okay, it's replacing C200. It's actually Kodak making it for them. And it just all the rumors started flying off the shelf.
Very quickly.
Well, okay, first and foremost, the Fuji 200 is taking the place of Superior 200. It's not taking C200's place. Two different films.
Yeah.
So, squash that one. Kodak, it's just not logical for Kodak to make it. It just isn't logical.
No, business-wise, no, it isn't.
It just does not make sense. I think that
he's at a loss for words, guys. He's got lockup right now.
Okay. When you get into the Nordic gods' home, you cross a rainbow.
Okay.
To get into it.
Yes.
I think this is the
Rainbow Bridge. The Rainbow Bridge.
This is the Rainbow Bridge that the people out there are crossing to get to that godlike concept of Kodak's taking over Fuji. So no, this is going to be new packaging. They're going to go after a younger crowd.
Yeah, that was one of the things they mentioned in the article. A newer box designed for a younger crowd. I'm like, who pays attention to the box?
The people buying it.
No. I don't look up at that box and say, ooh, that photographer looks just like me. I need to buy that package.
Because you're a professional, knowledgeable photographer.
Damn it.
I know.
But, not to diss Ilford. Is this box this box looks like the same box they've had for the last 50 years.
But yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no.
Who are you trying to sway with this one? I know,
but they got the black end on this, the black bottom.
They've got that new exciting green.
They changed a few things up on it, yes. But back to this. Fuji's 200 speed film will be out the end of January time frame. So I called and had a conversation with the rep.
Because he's proactive, guys.
And also because I get my stuff directly from Fuji. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Now, you called them and?
I asked. And she...
What did you ask?
The rep said basically this. How would they know? There's no film out for them to do any comparisons by.
Okay.
That's the first logical response.
I mean, really, the only thing they're going off right now are the data sheets.
The data sheets.
The data sheets that are online somewhere.
And the fact that Fuji is coming out and they're labeling it as new.
Okay.
So.
As a new film.
But it's taking this place. So this right here says 200 speed film. And then right up in here it says Fujicolor, Fujifilm. Well, this doesn't even say Superior on it.
Well, but it does in the picture of the film on the front. That's the only place it says
Not
Superior.
anymore. Not in this one. Yeah.
Really?
See, yeah.
I thought one of them said Superior.
This does.
That one does.
Fujicolor Superior.
But you're right. This one does not.
This one does not.
I knew one of them did.
One of them does. One of them doesn't. So anyway, that's the whole deal. So this film isn't... I don't even think they have it to ship it yet.
Probably not.
So there is no film out there for anyone to do any comparisons by and say, yes, definitely, this is that. It's all speculation on wild thoughts.
And you're out of Kodak Gold anyway, so it's not like somebody.
Yeah.
Not like anybody get a Kodak Gold to compare it with, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, probably in Europe, there's probably Kodak Gold, and it's just so that let's just we've addressed that issue. What it takes for that concept to get off the ground, the rainbow that you have to cross bridge.
I mean, it is hilarious, guys.
It's fun. It's fun.
People will talk about anything, and we are too. But we're talking about it from a funny standpoint because it's like this just doesn't make that much sense.
PetaPixel is a big name, but of course, after stories like this and something else, we're just going to have to sit there and wonder about them a little bit. Cosmo covered this in their publication.
Did they? Oh, Cosmo? Oh,
Cosmo
so they can get all the Kardashians? Let them know?
Let them know, yeah.
Let them know. Your film is changing.
Your film is changing. Yeah. So, hey.
Just to let you know.
You have to find a new side to take your photo.
Well, you might need a different filter for your lighting or something like that. Because we're going to bump up the greens and bring down the blues.
Yeah, we're gonna have to just change your world. So it's just funny. So okay, Superior's coming out. Fuji's coming out with a new 200. It's taking place of the 200. Now it will be coming out in 3-packs and single packs.
Okay, cool.
And I've already pre-ordered bunches of each.
He's in on the conspiracy.
Yeah, I'm pushing it, living it.
But it's great.
It's not taking place of C200.
No.
It's just taking the place of the 200.
Right.
And they're not calling it Superior.
No.
And it's not gold. Okay.
It's not Kodak Gold. All right. So if anything you learn from this, guys, it's not Kodak Gold. Now, wait a second. You said you called your rep.
My rep, yeah.
And you told her, and you said she laughed.
She laughed.
But as I pointed out, that wasn't a denial.
It wasn't.
It was not a denial.
After hanging up in the conversation, I realized throughout the entire conversation there was
she never denied it. True. She did not deny it. So if some
keep the conspiracy alive.
If some Reddit community out there, which that's what it was originally brought up on Reddit, if that's their conspiracy, it's still alive, guys.
Still
because
alive.
There was no denial. Speaking of which, though, if you guys would like to join us on Reddit, there is a Don's Used Photo Reddit page. We'd love to have you guys join and post some pictures or something like that because we'd love to see them.
We post pictures on that, and also like, subscribe, all of our other things. Whenever the new year ended, the old year ended, the new year started. We actually lost some people, and then now they're bounding back up. But we're way above the 560 points, so we're not falling below that again unless something major happens.
Earthquake. Anyways.
Yeah.
So anyways, check out the Reddit community.
Check that out, and also let's just put that Fuji 200 being made by Kodak Gold is to bed. That's just. But it's funny how many people jumped on it, and then I sit there and read, just Googled that and looked at everybody talking about it.
Right.
And it was hilarious. There's some guy out of Europe who Fuji something who does a lot of different short videos.
Right.
Talking about how, well, I heard the rumor. I wasn't, really going to comment on it. Then so-and-so made comments, and they came out with the chart that's identical. And then it's like,
it's just the same picture, right?
Yeah, it's the same. So anyway.
I mean, I know somebody eventually is going to do a video of shooting the two rolls side by side sometime in the future.
Oh, very.
And they're going to say, the colors were identical. And it's like, well, okay, but that still doesn't mean it's the same film.
That means you processed it.
That means you processed them both C41. You ran them through the same Lightroom program, and they turned out the same.
Adjusted
pictures.
Everything to the same.
Yeah.
So yes, that's let's put a pin in that one. Well, let's stick a fork in it.
To be continued.
Stick a fork in it. That one's done.
Yeah. Right. So the other thing we're going to talk about today, because one of the things that I've noticed the last couple times I've been here. First of all, you're out of the Ilford Patterson film processing starter kits. Is that what the official name is? I forget what the official name is. It's a long name.
I call it the IP kit. Starter kit.
It's the Ilford Patterson starter kit. And it has the beakers and the tanks, and it even has a first batch of chemicals to start developing your own black and white film at home.
Setup.
Yes, the simplicity. Now, because you've been out of those kits,
not people, long, but
you've been out for a little while, and I think you're going to order some, right?
Yes. By the time this comes out and you're watching it, thank you for watching it.
Thank you for watching.
And by the time this all comes out and you're watching it, then I will have placed an order.
Because I think your last one went out as a Christmas gift, because I think that, it was just about right at that time.
Yes, right? Yes. And another thing, since we're talking about, this is just, we're going to throw this up. The ULF, the ultra large format, I sent an email in and asked Michael Bain, when are they coming in? He said, 3rd week of December. They put them all in a container, stuck it on a boat. It's on its way. So the ultra large format.
The ultra large format orders are still coming.
On a boat. Okay. Slow boat, evidently.
It's a very slow boat.
From England.
Okay.
But thankfully not from China, so it won't go through the LA port.
So the reason I was talking about the starter kits, because you're out of the starter kits.
Yes.
But yet you still have people come in who want to get themselves started.
Yes.
Developing film.
Did sell a lot of, I actually sold several starter kits that we had to put together.
Right. So that's why I want to let you guys know. Although you're out of starter kits, he still has all the materials.
I have all the materials.
And I figured it's like, well, since we're talking about those materials, why don't I just bring in my box of stuff? And it's like, we can just take a quick look to see what I have. Because now I don't have a dark room at home.
Mm-hmm.
I have a kitchen. And I normally wait till Mrs. Holga goes to bed. And then I can turn off lights around the house. And, I can use a bathroom to load reels, when it's all dark in there. And then I can just do everything at the sink while I'm watching TV.
Yeah,
it's a great kind of half dark room. But my dark room is this box. This box of stuff here is my dark room.
Yeah, I love the sound of that.
I'm going to put it down there because I'm going to pull out some stuff. All right. So first, I'm going to set this one aside. First and foremost in my dark room is obviously, these aren't the Pattersons. These are the
AP tanks.
The AP tanks.
Now, I like these for this reason, because they screw, and I do carry these. And whenever you screw and unscrew these things on and off, then less chance of messing these edges up and creating leaks. So this right here is a whole lot easier to tighten and keep from wearing out and wearing down.
Right. I do like these tanks. I've used them for many, many years. So they obviously a lid, a top. It comes with the gasket, comes with the main body. Yeah. It normally comes with 2 reels. I currently have 1 reel in this one.
Oh,
the reels are adjustable.
Okay, let's see what you've got in here.
I've got 2 reels in that one. 2 reels. Go. So that's how they come, with 2 reels.
Now, he always takes the...
And it always comes with one of these little things where you'll stick in through the top so that you can
agitate it.
Right. I do neuter my reels.
Yes, they have no balls.
So the reels at the very end right here come with some ball bearings.
Yep.
And a lot of people like to ratchet on their film, but I always have a problem doing that.
I went back and watched the IP kit. And it's funny because I'm doing all this except without anything. I was going like this. That's what I'm doing. So if you go back and watch the old one where we don't actually open up the kit and look at everything, you'll just see me going like this and round them up. And
I find that
that's what that is.
If the reels are dry and they're clean,
then you just shove them in
and your hands aren't sweaty, the film will just slide right on there.
Yeah.
So you just find the first section where it goes in there and you just push the film straight on there, and it works really easy. And that's what I like to do, and that's what I will normally do in a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
However, you can do it in a change bag, which you sell those.
Yes, I do. I do indeed.
Or dark bags. Dark bag or change bag?
Change bag.
Change bag, dark bag. So number 1 in there is obviously I have 2 tanks. I can do 1 120 or I can do 2 35s. Yes. Now, mind you, I say one reel. I actually get 2 rolls of 120 on here because one of these spools can actually do a 220 roll.
Yes.
Right? Now, when I really want to mess up film in bulk, I've got my big Patterson tank. This one is actually a Patterson tank, and that holds 5 35 reels.
And then a lot of people make this mistake, grab this and pull it this way, and then when they pull it like a door hinge, it loosens the opposite end every time you do it. So things like this, I always just say, just kind of loosen it up a little bit all the way around. And you see how that's starting to go like this? But just kind of keep it to where you try to get it up as straight as possible. And that way, the ridge right in here isn't widened out.
Yeah.
And just worn out, and then that's where the leaks start occurring.
Well, I love this tank because I do develop 5 rolls at a time. And, it's the same 30-minute develop period. I'd rather do more than less. And so that's really great. We'll open this one up and let's see how many are, because I've got the full reels in there.
I just want to look at this here. 35 millimeter or 120.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. 10 ounces, 13 ounces, 17 ounces.
Right.
I love how they have this on here.
Well, they have that on these as well.
Well, it's a little different.
Oh, absolutely. But so for one roll of 120 or 127, that's 550 cc's.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, 120. 127 is 400 cc's. 135 for one reel is 325 cc's or 570 cc's for two. So
look at all these neutered reels.
They're all neutered. I think the ball bearings are actually in the tub here somewhere. So if I shake it back and forth, they'll probably be rolling around.
Yeah, and then there you go. You get
five rolls at once, guys. I enjoy doing it. Now, mind you, it means I can also mess up a lot of film at once too.
Yes, yes.
So that's the most important thing, is I've got to have a dark tank. Now, obviously, I'm going to load my reels in the dark. I'm going to put them in these containers. I'm going to set them aside, because the next important thing for me is getting my chemicals ready. And for normal small ones, I'm going to use the small beakers. I normally use this one because it's small, a little more accurate for my developing.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I'll just throw my fixer and my stop in the larger ones.
Yep, 22 U.S. fluid ounces and English fluid ounces.
Turn it to the other side. I never use the ounces. I always use the liters.
The cc's.
Yes, I always fill it up to 600. Now, mind you, I think the tanks say I should only fill like 590, but I always fill on with 600.
Yeah. There you go.
And I find that this little one is probably the most important for me, because when it comes to measuring out your developer, now I always use, a lot of the times I'm using the wet developer, the concentrate of the Ilford. And so I'm going to need to measure out just a little bit of this and throw it in there, and then I fill it the rest of the way with water.
And
then I will stir. And because I'm probably developing during the... I never use that stir stick.
Yeah. Where's the other one?
I don't have that. I only have one.
Oh, I thought you had the other one with the flat end.
No.
They have one that has a flat end, so you can sit there and just do all the powder.
I don't have that one. But I will mix my chemicals, and because I have to get it down to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius, which 20 degrees C, I have to put it in the refrigerator. So that's the most important to me, is to mix the developer, put it in the refrigerator, because I'm going to have to wait for it to get down to the right temperature.
Now,
remember you sell beakers.
See,
the left and right. Yeah. Let's see. This one is left and this one is right.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
I've got one of each.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. So I do suggest that this a 50 milliliter. Is it? What is on there?
Oh, it says 50 CCM.
All right, so
50 CCM.
I get a small one for measuring. I recommend at least one of these for developer, one for fixer, and one for
look at this.
Stop.
U.S. ounce and JMP, Japanese something political ounce. I have no idea.
All right. Now, if I was going the big route, if I was going for the big tank, I use my pitchers.
Yes.
I use the big... I've got 4 of these in the tank, right in the box.
Yeah, a lot of people, whenever I show them, said, this is what you need. They'll look at it and they go, oh! And they'll grab their chest and do the wave.
And then I would say, I use this because I use this. Yes. Because I think this takes like 1.5 liters for... What is the max this thing says it's going to take?
Well, it says 17.5 or 500 milliliters. 17.5
That's
ounce.
for each. I think it's like 3, that's each of them, right?
500 milliliters.
For 35 millimeter, it's 290 each. So I'm going to round that up to 3, and 3 times 5 is 15. So that's going to be 1,500 right here. So I'm going to be using,
each film uses
50 fluid ounces.
Yeah, each film uses. So yeah.
So that's why I like these, and I've got 4 of these big pictures right here, so that I can. It works great for mixing. It works great for having all my chemicals ready to go. sometimes when I don't have enough pictures, obviously I've got like these, I call these baseball cups. I've got a few of these laying around as well. But and of course, you know, I've got a line on here. I know where the chemicals should be on these cups. So
yeah, what does it say right here?
It says 575 because that's how much I need to fill some stuff up to. So
yeah,
if I only have one of these to measure out appropriately, I'm going to have several of these. So the nice plastic cups.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Now, I don't label any of my stuff that's in my bucket.
I used to have a lot of these exact cups myself.
From Dickies?
Yes, yes.
I don't label my stuff, hey, this one's only for developer, this one's only for fix, this one's only for stop bath, because after I'm done, I do the dishes. I clean it all up. I make sure everything is nice and washed out and there's no film left and things like that. So I don't really care which one of these had developer in it later because it's all cleaned up. And as Todd, I was showing Todd before we started, I actually had to put all these things together because they were all apart because I'd let them to dry, and I just threw them in the box in pieces. Yes, there's a few spots,
but that's actually chemistry spots right in there too.
Now, another important item.
It's always good for a lot of people. It's always easier for them to put one as developer, one as the fixer, and one as stop, and then that way there's zero worry about cross contamination.
Well, so what I normally do to keep my not cross contamination, but to keep my things separate, so I know what
you
is
say
what.
That word again.
Cross contamination.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of mumbled it up there.
What I do is I set out my developer, my stop, and my fixer, and I have the stop and the fixer in big jugs, and I have of course the developers in a small thing. I set them out in that order, and then I put these as I mix them. I put them right in front of the one that they're. So that's how I keep them in my mind. That's why I don't have to label these things. But now I said that your chemicals have to get to 20 degrees C or 68 F. So a thermometer is a must-have.
Yeah. And see, right now I'm at 90, 91, 90. I don't want to do it anymore.
Okay. Have to have a good thermometer. And after I'm done developing, the most important thing for me is a squeegee.
Mr. Squeegee.
Here is my squeegee. And here is my bag of... Here, you take that.
I like this.
I have my film clips, and I've got clotheslines. So I use the clotheslines primarily for weight. So I'll put at least 2 clotheslines at the bottom. I'll hook these at the top. I actually can I put them in my shower, but I'll put like a hanger at the top of the shower. And so I'll hang these on the hanger, and then I will hang this at the bottom of the film, at least 2 of these.
Keep it straight.
I put them in the shower so that I can keep as much dust off them as I possibly can. I squeegee them first. I put them in the shower. I wave them goodbye, and I come see them after they're dry.
That's it. Yes.
I mean, that's not very much stuff in here, but this is really all I need other than chemicals is for developing black and white or color film. Because everything else is either, the color film is going to be in the amber jars after I've mixed it.
That's one thing I've been having a difficult time getting, are the little 30
the amber jars, the small ones.
Yeah.
What about the big jugs?
Well, same. I don't sell as many of those, so it's not this bigger problem.
I liked them for those the CS41 kits from Cinestill. It worked perfectly. 2 of those jugs.
Now you got the half or the full gallon. Half gallon.
The half gallons.
Yeah, they do work, and I have a few of those left too. But yes, I'm going to have to try to figure out how to get around the issues that are stopping me from getting it.
So there's a chip shortage, and you can't get.
There's a chip shortage.
You can't get any jars.
I can't get any jugs or jars because of the chip shortage.
And the chip shortage. Damn it, that chip shortage.
Yeah, that's why I'm out of the. And you made the comment earlier, and it's like, yes, I am out of a lot of my graduates.
Yeah.
Because I've sold a bunch of them during these weeks that I've been out of the IPs.
Well, some folks, Some folks will say, "Do you have the starter kits?" He says, "No," but it's like, hey, he's got everything. Well, most everything.
And a lot of people option for the Patterson short ones because they're cheaper. But I talk to them and say, hey, try the AP tanks because they are the screw-on lids. They last longer. They don't leak at the ends because people are not. They just don't train themselves to not open it up like a wedgie, like a hinge.
Well, I've tried both. I like both. I don't have a problem with that. So we got a couple other things. So one of the things we were going to talk about, because it's happening this weekend. So we're doing the wet plate photography event here in the store.
Well, yes, it's come out Friday, so
when this comes out, it's going to be the next day.
And we've put 10 spots up. Half of them are filled, and I do believe that they all will be filled.
Well, and remember, whether they're filled or not, I'm going to be photographing.
He's going to be shooting.
So if you actually come into the store, I might say, "Hey, sit down. We're taking a photo." Now, you might not get to keep it.
You won't get, if you don't pay for it. You won't get to keep it.
Maybe I'll let you take a picture with your cell phone or something like that. But we definitely want to photograph at least 10 people.
Yes, and this thing right here, this is worth having. So $40.
It's worth having. It's going to last a long time.
Bring cash.
It's going to last longer than me.
It's going to last 1,000 years.
Yeah,
it's 1,000.
So the magic camera bag of tricks here. Do you have some scissors? Do you have a knife?
Oh man, yes, I do. But it's over here. I'll be right
back. He'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
Man, it's been a long time since I've gotten up to get something.
Well, I did get a very lovely delivery today. Actually, I got 2 deliveries today. 2 surprise deliveries. And already, I already smell this one. Can you smell it? You can't?
My nose is stopped up. It's weird. I can smell certain things like nobody else can, but yeah, now I'm smelling it.
Yep. Well, you're not going to die. Don't worry about it. Because this, and I'm going to try this. Now, I've got more chemicals coming, but this is actually already pre-mixed old workhorse collidin. This is, I'm going to be testing this between now and the shoot on Saturday. So this is the main ingredient here. This and the silver bath, and that's what makes the pictures really come to life there.
Yes. Now, the question on this thing is look, they actually date mixed 1/7/22.
Right.
Now, not everyone evidently does this.
No, not a lot of people mix their own.
But no, I'm saying
not a lot of people actually mix it when you get it.
Whenever you took the class,
right.
You were told not to buy it pre-mixed.
Yes, Lisa said
you don't know how long people...
Don't buy pre-mixed collidin because you don't know when it was mixed. These guys mixed it and then shipped it to me.
Now, yes, Bostic and Sullivan.
Yeah.
That I've talked with them and talked to Mary.
Yeah, yeah.
Like very high up in the company. And great people. So you asked that question to them, and they stated, we do not send it.
Well, actually, the question I asked is, how soon can I get it? And they said, well, we can get it to you in a couple of days. I'm like, okay, great. Then I should have it by this day. And they said, oh, no, we have to mix it first.
Yes, they do not mix it until it's ordered.
So now Lisa said there could be some places that have got it sitting
and there
on the
are
shelf.
Places that will,
but apparently not here.
Sitting up on the shelf.
They mixed it. They sent it to me. Here it is.
Yes,
I'm going to test it before I come in on Saturday, and I'm going to see that it works.
And they're out of New Mexico, right?
They're out of New Mexico. Yeah.
So a great company to work with. I love talking to them. I wish I had room up on my shelves to sell some of these things.
Yeah.
And one day maybe I will, but now
got the good stuff right here.
Yes.
All right. Now that was the.
I'm excited about Saturday now.
That smells like Saturday.
Yeah.
I can smell the chemicals in the air already.
All right. Yes, we're gonna have to get the fan going.
Yes, we will. But that's going to be in the dark room, or at least it's going to be a little
in the men's room,
a little farther down the hall.
The men's room,
aka the men's room, the dark room. All right, that wasn't my only delivery today.
Okay,
I did get a surprise camera delivery. Now, it wasn't a surprise to me because I ordered the camera, but I wasn't expecting it today.
That's what these are for, huh?
That's what these are for.
Now,
are you ready? I'm reaching. Are you reaching?
Hey, let me. Okay, go ahead. No, go reach.
Reaching.
I am just getting this bad boy ready. A Nikon F6. Oh,
y'all! I've got it. I've got it right here. I've been talking about it forever.
We're not worthy.
The last.
We're not worthy.
Great film camera in my hands.
People, that is space age technology sitting right there.
As a matter of fact, they said. As a matter of fact, if I saw the picture right, there should still be a card on the back because this camera hasn't been used. Wow. Now it didn't come in a box or anything. I think it's been sitting on a shelf, so it might not even work. I might have spent a lot of money for a camera that doesn't work.
Well, we've got 2 batteries, hopefully, here.
All right, 2 batteries. Excellent. Well, let's power this up because...
Excellent.
All right.
Now, let's see here. Plus and the minus. The plus and the minus. There you go. Nope, it didn't have...
It didn't have a little card on it. Well...
There you go. So they lied to you about that.
They lied. They lied. They must have taken the card. That's fine. Let's put it in here.
It's okay.
It's still very, very pretty. I didn't. There we go. Push in and turn it. There we go.
No, you had. There you go. Yes. Now.
Got it now.
Now.
I've got an E.
E.
I've got an E, which stands for Egbert.
Egbert.
Oh.
Yes.
Look at that. Clock has been reset. Time and date. I'm going to have to read an instruction manual.
But that reminds me, we just had a conversation.
Yeah, that's right. We did.
You want to tell them what that is? Now, for you young people, you're not going to know. You can Google this.
But unfortunately, I don't remember which camera had said it or who had said it. But somebody was discussing a Y2K22 bug. Obviously, when we grew up, there was a Y2K bug.
And people stocked up on food and stocked up on bunches of stuff because the computers were all going to shut down.
Well, because
going to go back to the
at the time,
ages.
in the early 90s, most of the date codes only had 2 digits for the year.
Yes.
And of course, when you reach 99, they were worried that everything was going to go back to like 1900. Now, mind you, I don't know what that was going to stop, but they were concerned about this.
Yes.
I
and
remember,
they actually did have a few computer systems throughout the world that had some issues. But it was not the catastrophe that they made it out to be.
So the fix was that everybody had to go in and reprogram these computers to have a 4-digit date. Really, that was the solution. A 4-digit date. That's really all it took. Now, when I had heard this, everything from automatically opening doors to microwaves and refrigerators, all this stuff was going to stop working. And I kept asking myself, why does my refrigerator care what date it is?
It doesn't.
I mean, as long as it keeps it running, I'm happy.
Yep. Yep.
So anyways, what I had read...
Now refrigerators have Wi-Fi.
What I'd heard is that there was a camera, and so I'll see if I can't put it in the description or put it up there. There was a camera that was suffering the Y2K22 bug, because apparently when the camera clicked over for this year, it actually clicked back to 2000. So it won't do the 22 or something like that. So there is yet another Y2K bug out there.
Yes, this is the
which is funny. So if you have one of those cameras, please let us know about it and put it in the comments. So I'm certainly hoping this beautiful Nikon F6, which I have not used yet.
Turn it on, set it to manual, and push the button.
Oh, it's
Turn it on. Is it set to manual? No. Set it to manual. Oh.
Manual? Manuel?
Manuel? See, now it's like, this is the only child of me. You know, it's like, oh, I want to grab it.
Manual.
Okay.
I'm going to take the body cap off.
Oh, my gosh. Goodness. Oh, my. Oh.
Oh, that's a beautiful sound.
It is. It's a shivers. Shivers. You can't see the shivers up and down.
All right. So now this thing has 3 official clicks on it. Yeah. There's no film run through it.
Yeah. Now people are going to go, oh, you're getting dusted.
It's a used camera now.
Yeah. Well, tough. Because that's what you bought it for, is to use it.
Oh, this is going to be a great, great camera.
Yes.
Excellent camera.
That is one of my favorites.
So expect to be, if you see me in the store, you should be expecting to see this in my bag for quite some time, because I'm going to get a lot of use out of it.
A lot of mass bandit shots.
And I'm going to be comparing it against the F100, which I already have, and I already love the F100. Yeah. So this one is going to have to wow me with some super features here somewhere.
It's going to wow you.
Because I'm assuming it has way more focusing points. Because the F100 only has
It's just going to be so much faster in a lot of things.
This is going to be fun, guys.
Yes.
So do we have anything else?
Man. Let's see. Well, yes. Well, we are going to start, we need to work on the upcoming wildlife nature photography.
The Nature Photography Day walk. Yeah, that's still coming up.
So that's going to be, pretty soon we're going to need to start putting stuff up, and because people, I'm telling you what, as soon as we put things up, probably a third of that's going to be gone in a week.
That's true. Now, one of the things we had discussed along those lines, and especially with like the wet plate photography that I'm going to do on Saturday, and which we're going to ask you guys right now is, what do you think about us doing some demos in the store?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what if I actually did some C41 developing in the store? And for example, the Cinestill kit, what if I showed how to mix it and use it? And would you guys be interested in that, to see it?
Absolutely.
Either on video or come into the store. Would you show up?
I would show up.
He lives here anyways.
True. But I definitely would show up.
So we're thinking, and not only we're thinking about doing things like that, but we're actually thinking about having guests demonstrate stuff.
Yes. Well,
that would be cool.
Way back when Impossible Project was starting off, they did a huge 2-month travel around all over the U.S. and Canada.
Okay, yeah.
And we were like the third stop on their trip.
Oh yeah. They were demoing the film, and they would do the peel apart and all that. Oh yeah, I saw some of this.
This is like this was their first week to do this, and they were already getting burned out on it. It's like, oh my gosh, really, people? But it was great. 3 people. One was from Germany, one was from England, and one was from the U.S.
And they just kept doing the same show
for like 2 months. And I don't
think we're taking this road on the show. This show on the road. This road on the show.
Nope. This is the beginning, and this is the end. So yeah, we're going to do a lot more in-store stuff. And this Saturday is going to be one of the first things.
It's going to be.
We've done things before, but we're going to up the ante and do a lot more.
This is going to be cool. So if you guys can come in and get your wet plate photo taken, you should do it.
Bring $40 cash. We only have really 5 spots open. And, if this is one of those things where if we got like several people at the end of the day and it's 3 o'clock and they're sitting there trying to shove money in your face, we'll stick around a little bit.
We very well might. And if it goes really, really well, I can see us doing it again.
Oh, absolutely.
In a few months from now. Because I think sometime in the future, you probably should be having a sidewalk sale. Just put a pin in that one.
Put a pin in that one, because every time we've done a sidewalk sale, it's been gorgeous weather, and I don't want to jinx it. Or did I just jinx it? Oh,
yes, that's the end of it. That's the end of it.
Gorgeous weather for the last 2. And yeah, the first one, everybody was excited to get out and run out. And man, it was a zoo. It was fun.
Right.
And the second one, I think people have already gotten used to the idea of being out. And the third one, it just may be home. But we'll see.
Yeah, we're certainly going to see. I think that's pretty much it for us, right?
I'm telling you, I've talked till I'm hoarse.
Okay. Well, tell PetaPixel that we were talking about them, because I don't think they know.
Then I don't think they care. Because like I said, I talked to my rep and I said, hey, Don's used photo equipment. We have the big... one last thing. Can I squeeze this one in?
Oh, go for it.
Okay, let's go. Since the last time we've talked, this is what...
If you remember last time we talked.
Yes. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, there have been 2 customers that have been in the store.
Yeah.
One of them was from Vancouver. Did I talk about this? Vancouver, Canada. And it says, I'm down here for a convention. And I go, this is the place where they have the Great Wall of Film.
You mentioned that last
week. Well, since then... Had a guy in yesterday who came in. He says, I am from Mexico. Ooh. My son watches you, and he told me, while you're up in Dallas, go to Don's and buy film.
Andale.
And he was so excited. He bought 5 rolls of film, got a film case. And
did he take a selfie in front of the Great Wall of Film?
He did take pictures, yes.
Okay, all right.
Did take pictures. But I did have somebody I did take their picture in front of the...
Okay.
They were in front of the counter, but I did take their picture with the wall of film behind them.
Okay, cool.
And they were driving through... They had flown to L.A., bought a car, and they were driving back to New York.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice... But it's nice to be recognized, but it's nice that these videos are doing what they're supposed to be doing, which is introducing people to film photography.
To analog world, and that's, of course, going to be our biggest push, and the analog community. But it's hilarious, and he was excited to be able to come in for his son, because his son was excited about the store, and son excited about taking analog pictures. And I'm sitting there going, our purpose has been the reason for us existing has been
every time somebody says, I'm in the store and somebody goes, are you Mr. Holga? I'm like, oh dear Lord. What have I done now?
We have been validated.
What have I done?
The whole reason. It's just thank you.
Exactly. So guys, that's going to be it for us. So
please subscribe.
Please do share, like, subscribe.
Tell your friends, and whenever you're
remind my mom to watch.
Yes. Oh, why? Because she needs to.
Yeah, she still needs to get her baby lens from me. So if she doesn't watch the video all the way to the end, she's not going to know that I have it. And I'm going to keep saying that in these videos until she finally gets it.
Or she remembers that you have it.
Or she remembers that I have it, one or the other.
Yes, but thank you very much. And we're going to hopefully get our subscription numbers way up this year. And
his subscription numbers.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
I just did it.
But also our viewer hours way up. Man, January is already.
All right, he's gotten into YouTube math. We're gonna go.
Bye. Guys. I gotta go, or I'll talk forever.
See you later, guys. Getting a little hoarse.
Man.
We don't have a dance out song.
Oh no.
Oh, I mean we started off so
good. Maybe if our customers suggested one to us.
They could suggest a song to sing as we're leaving.
Hi ho,
is off to work. What?